Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at tablemon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Some of you might have noticed that I am recording the games before I do the deck profile, just because TCG Live's deck thingy is so horrible, and I'd rather have this nice looking setup with the limitless deck list right over there. So I wanted to mention that the second game that I play, I'm still debating whether I misplayed or not. I think in both instances I was like one boss away regardless. I'm not sure which was the best play, but it was definitely worth it. So if you're gonna watch anything, definitely watch the second game. It's really, really fantastic. But anyways, Gardevoir EX is a pretty well-known deck by now. Scarlet and Violet brought us this beautiful card, which is really powerful. Psychic Embrace allows you to attach as many psychic energies as you want to your psychic Pokemon. You do deal 2 damage counters to them, but that's usually not a big deal. Your Pokemon would be getting KO'd anyways, and being able to 1 KO a 330 HP Pokemon with Shiny Arcana Gardevoir is extremely, extremely satisfying. Sashen can also get some big KOs. This list is a little different from the norm, I guess, which would be Tord Reckless deck list. With Luminion and the Forest Seal Stone. I choose to have the Researches, the Worker, no Forest Seal Stone this time around, trying to focus the least possible on Sashen and V's, just making sure I never have that 2-price liability for as long as I can, and just trying to fully set up. Now I will say, as I've mentioned before, I was very against the Mirage Tip Kirlia, but now I'm very for it. I feel like it's a great way to compensate for bad starts, which it feels like I'm getting so many as of late. So I'm very happy with the Mirage Step Kirlia. I think it's been pretty good overall in my testing and every time I see it being used. So it's like, I don't know, like the instances where you have that instead of the Refinement Kirlia are not significant enough to not have the Kirlia for when you have an underwhelming start going first, and then all of a sudden you go Mirage Step turn 2 and you have a full board of Kirlias with a couple of rolls to go along with that, so you can work candy into Gardevoirs as well. So big fan of that. And yeah, everything else in the list is pretty standard. Those Vacuum has been great. I've been seeing an uptick in the punching thing that deals 4 damage counters back if you take a knockout, and that's relevant in the second game, so you'll want to take a look at that. And yeah, deck list pretty standard for sure. Gardevoir is pretty figured out at this point. Let's jump into some games. If you want to support the channel, you can use code tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. ¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyperbeam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Adjust my camera. There we go. Alright, so we're going second, and we're gonna start Sashen, so it's gonna get dicey. It's definitely going to get dicey. We could apply pressure. Alright, well, never mind. This is probably the worst start I could have gotten against Miraidon, as I'm going to most certainly be 2 prizes behind to start of the match, which is of course not ideal. Let me see if this makes a difference. Yeah, I guess you can see me a little better. All right, so multiple Miraidon out, double Raikou plus Mareep. We do have to be careful with both the potential for Mew EX and also the potential for Zapdos EX, right? Now, one big thing here is my opponent decided to attach to the Raikou instead of Miraidon, so that's gonna get a little trickier for them overall. Okay, so I might end up using Mirage Step next turn if my Sashen somehow survives, but as long as I don't fill up my bench, my opponent will not be able to KO me with Raikou V. So I'm actually okay with that. Okay, well, but then my deck is telling me, please, please play the double battle VIP pass. This is actually crazy. If I were to, like, my best play might be to not play the battle VIP pass. Like the other one, I mean. So, I mean, now I don't have the full... It's okay. I have an inkling that my opponent might... It is the end of the world if they KO Zacian, right? So I'm going to bench the Manaphy because of Zapdos. I fully expect them to have that, and then we'll see, yeah? Having the Collapse Stadium, well, that just made my Rasta play even worse. Oh well. It is what it is. It's not looking great either way. Not with this hand, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens. A friendly Iono, I would definitely not mind that. Losing the Collapse Stadium, like, there is a world where I could have, like, benched stuff and then Collapse Stadium away my Zacian after taking a hit, but I couldn't do it just yet, right? Now, there's no EXP share, interesting. There's no indication of Zapdos EX or anything of the sort. Attaching the EXP share before the Electric Generator, no, my opponent's just not gonna take a KO here. Like, they just don't care, right? They just, like, not even gonna try. They had the KO, they attached that first energy to the Miraidon, and then they hit the Electric Generator, like, for 2, yeah, they had the KO, but for some reason they chose not to do it. And there's the Iono, so we do lose the Collapse Stadium, but we'll see what we gain. All right, so... I mean, there's merit. There's genuine merit to benching the Greninja, retreating, maybe even sacrificing the Greninja, and hoping I can Collapse Stadium away the Zacian. Hitting the Raikou is also not terrible. Maybe I'm overreacting. I might be overreacting in that sense. All right, path doesn't really matter against us at this stage in the game. All right, so let me think this through. I even topped the Greninja, that's crazy. All right, full commitment to just like doing a little bit of damage, which is perfectly fine. My opponent did not KO me, which is great. Yeah, it's definitely what we play towards. I feel like if they had taken a KO with Miraidon, taken the 2 prizes, and then I probably would not be able to respond here. Or it would be really difficult to respond. Yeah, and then not getting to respond and being 3 prizes down, that's really awful, you know? I mean, maybe with this draw I could have, but I need like double rare candy. That's a huge, huge ask. And I also found the Collapse Stadium, so I can still do the play of retreating. I'm gonna go ahead and thin. I probably shouldn't have because there's a higher chance that I find a Kirlia if I don't shuffle my deck, which is realistically what I need. Totally can't return KO. I don't know. Weird spot to be in. And awkward not getting a Kirlia as well right here. Off of any of my draws. I mean, it's not the end of the world. So I think I might be fine. I think I've stabilized enough. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have no space for... Wow, I actually got the Gardevoir EX, which I could have searched for, but... Okay, so they have no space for our Raichu. So if I go Rare Candy Gardevoir and retreat, and just attack with a Gardevoir, that might actually be even better, yeah. Because then I'll have 60 damage on me, then I will tank the hit for 220. And then, yeah, all's good. I almost clicked Zacian's ability. You saw my mouse hover over there. All right, looking good, yeah, no complaints. Well, a few complaints, but maybe I overdid it with this, but I feel like you have to be careful, right? If the Zapdos EX catches you off guard, or if the Mew EX catches you off guard, it might be game over right then and there. So you do need to be very careful. So we get a little bit of damage here, and now we might be the ones to take the first KO. Instead of being potentially 3 prizes down, yeah, or at the very least 2, we might somehow end up ahead at this point. And if they go boss KO Sasha, so be it. Yeah, that was what we were expecting to happen last turn anyways. Yeah, so I think my opponent seems like they went very like automatic pilot into attack, right? Attack mode. Let's attack with Raikou because that's the easiest, but give yourself the chance to knock out the Sasha, right? Especially when you see that your opponent did not what's the word I'm looking for? Did not fill up their bench, right? So you cannot attack them. You generally cannot attack them, or even commit the energy to the active. Yeah, that way you have the flexibility to go into anywhere you want, or get the Zeraora instead of the second Raikou, retrain into the Zeraora, and then with Flaffy plus attachments, you're good to go. So plenty of ways that could have gone. And I think my opponent probably chose the worst one. Okay. They did not, in fact, V-Star. They just searched for the thing and then they didn't play it down. So the Iona will be pretty impactful. I love being able to do this. I mean, they'll get rid of the Raikou. I really don't mind that. Because I just go KO. Yeah. So I'm good. No big deal. All right. So now let's start drawing some cards. Probably should have refinemented that energy away. It's fine. Let's get rid of their research. All right. And now we will evolve. Now I'm going to save the Super Rod. Even though Sasha, of course, is potentially good. Like, how am I ahead now? This is crazy. This is actual crazy talk. The fact that I am now going to be ahead in prize cards. Okay, useless Kirlia at this stage of the game. This is really crazy that I'm getting ahead here. And that reversal energy is also huge, because that now means I'm not even going to be in range of the Zeraora. Oh, wait, no. I'm not behind in prizes. Never mind. I am, like... I am through the moon here. All right. Is it ever worth it to go Lost Vacuum there? Probably not. I think saving that, as my opponent has shown that they have Path to a Peak, saving that for a Path to a Peak counter is the more important solution to our current dilemma. Or potentially remove that so that we can actually KO that with a Gardevoir. Though 7 energy is enough to KO, so as long as I find energy attachment, a regular Psychic should be fine. And there's currently 8 energies in play, so that means there's 2 Psychics left. I have 11 cards left in my deck. Normally, I would know whether there's an energy available or not. Kind of liking preemptively attaching to the Gardevoir, because I'm going to be playing from being ahead at this point in time. So I like that, so that it never gets stuck in the active, at least for now. And that way, like, if they are playing Zapdos plus Hawlucha, if I ever have 300 damage here, they could go Hawlucha KO, right? And that is something that we want to avoid. Is there anything else we want to do here? I think all the other cards available are actually valuable. I overdid it with the energies, it's fine. If somehow they KO Gardevoir, then I just need to find a Psychic. I don't need to find another Gardevoir EX to get a return KO. If they attack me with Miraidon, they attack me with Zeraora, it's fine as well. We'll see. But wow, they don't even promote the Furry Retreater. That is crazy. Unless they're planning on... Okay, unless they don't have energy. Fine, that's fair, right? That is fair. Well, oh my gosh. Why? Oh, it's K. Oh, what? What is going on here? What is even going on? Oh, well. That was a very convoluted way to do things right there. But hey, I'll take it, you know? I will absolutely take it. All right. So we need to recover our pieces now, for sure. And we also need to boss. Therefore, let's go ahead and refinement away a Ultra Ball. Sure. There's a Super Rod. Fantastic. That is actually pretty great. So let's go Super Rod back. You, and you, for sure. And then we will definitely establish you. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bench the Mew at this point in time. I will go ahead and Lost Vacuum. I fully expect my opponent to take the KO with Zeraora, right? Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I even doing this? I didn't need to. I could have waited one turn. I should just knock this guy out, right? When I have the chance. Yeah, that seems solid. So that should be 270 if my math do not fail me. It is exactly 270. All right, so let's go Shining Arcana as well. Okay. Wish I could Rare Candy now. I mean, no, I shouldn't evolve. What am I thinking? Oh, this could actually get dicey though. I'll keep the Kirlia there. I do have Worker available, and it's in the deck too. So, all right. We'll take the KO. I'll get return KO with Zeraora most likely, which is fine. They cannot take 2 prizes this turn. So even if I somehow fail to get the win next turn, I can still get the win the turn after. Yeah, but playing that Lost Vacuum was definitely unnecessary. That was not a mistake, but a less than optimal play at the very least. Yeah. Now my opponent using Judge before using Miraidon's ability, so not really thinning properly. They surely have basic Pokemon left. Absolutely they do. Still not doing it before the electric generator. That is crazy. Alright, they do find the path, which is a little on the luckier side for sure. Yeah, when they judged and they had almost 30 cards to find their third path to the peak out of presumably 4, right? But like I said, I even have 2 turns. Yeah, there is the possibility that I can win in 2 turns. All right, so I do find the rare candy. Now all I need is boss. Well, no, I need boss and a way to get rid of the stadium. All right, all good. We're gonna refinement away the battle VIP pass. There's boss, there's reversal. Okay, so let me think this through. So if I go rare candy Gardevoir and don't find the Gardevoir EX, I could actually be in trouble. Right? I could actually be in trouble. But they protected themselves from the boss play, the stall play. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. Not great odds, that's for sure. Super odd, okay. I mean, that's potentially helpful to put back Ralts. Do they have the boss KO on the Kirlia? That's the question. And if they do, I'm not gonna bench for now. I'm also not gonna attach. All right, we'll pass. So no win for us. Yeah, that judge plus path, third path out of almost 30 cards. Fine. Yeah, we'll live with it. Can they whiff the boss now? All right, we see the Raichu. There's only one boss down. They also haven't V-starred, so that is still available as well. They chose to power up Raichu. Like, if they don't even take a KO here, that's so bad. All right, they Iono. So we lose out on the boss, but now we're getting closer to the Guardy. My Kirlia is safe and closer to the worker as well. Yeah, that Lost Vacuum was probably not a great call on my part overall. Okay. What just happened? Okay, that was really weirdly played. I probably could have played it a little bit better myself, maybe. Maybe I could have thinned more aggressively with the Ultra Balls that I had in my hand. That's like what I'm thinking. I had the Ralts prized all game as well, that also affected. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, so we are going first yet again. I have the choice of Kirlia Aggression or Sashen Aggression. I'm gonna go Sashen. This is risky for sure, but I think, yeah, against Charizard it will probably pay off, and that top deck is just out of this world good. No Ralts prized either, no Kirlia's prized, no Gardevoir's prized. So I wonder what I did price, but this is actually insane. Like, insanely good. Okay, I'm not gonna use Greninja, even though I can, because I really want to just get a turn 2 attack here. I did prize 3 Psychics and 1 Reversal, so not prizing any Pokemon comes at the cost of potentially whiffing an attack next turn, just because I don't have enough energies left in the deck. So the early aggression will certainly pay off here to hopefully free one of those energies, and it's looking very dicey here. Already looking dicey, and I've had 1 turn. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it's just not looking great overall. Because I prize so many energies, like, I can't even attempt to 1 KO a Charizard EX without all the energies in my deck available, quite literally, or almost all of them. So it's gonna be rough, you know? Getting ahead in prizes can be sort of detrimental in that sense. Oh, that Vengeful Punch is really, really potentially costly. Yeah. All right. Well, it is what it is. I have to Iono. I definitely want to get the KO. Top taking that rare candy is also not great, because now it's definitely at the bottom. Okay, but at least I got the energies, right? I would like, and I also got rare candy. All right. It's all good. Yeah. I might choose to not take a KO here. At least not with some. Yeah, it's just losing that immediately feels not great. Yikes. Gosh, yeah, because then they get the return KO. How are they playing this and they have it immediately? I think I'm still gonna do it, but I'm not happy about it. That's for sure. Okay, so it's gonna, not getting any other Kirlias is also like really annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, whiffing all the level balls is just unfortunate. All right, give me the reversal energy at least. No, I did not hit any energy. Oh my gosh. That's really bad. That is absolutely really bad, and honestly a little infuriating, if you will. Really, really awkward. They're gonna get 2 prizes very, very easily, way too easily here. And then, I mean, if they don't have Pidgeot, my Iono will be sort of effective, but if I go rare candy Gardevoir, commit to that, and don't get a return KO, because I didn't find my one-off reversal, which is not very likely, That's gonna be so costly. So costly. So yeah, this one card changed everything. Along with my prices. Yeah. Along with me whiffing the Curious. Like, so I could be down to 26 cards instead. I could be drawing 13 cards total. That's half my deck. So it could be a different story for sure than the one we are currently in. But this is the one we are in. So we'll have to see. Gosh, that's rough. That Vengeful Punch. It's a great anti-Guardy card, right? And that's exactly what they ended up running into. So props to them for pulling that off. All right. Cannot promote this dude. Memory Skip also has merit. Yeah, Memory Skip. Iono definitely has, and it really protects my Gardevoir well, in fact. So you know what? That's gonna be the plan here. Is there any Pokemon left that I can grab? Cresselia also. Cresselia could also be worth it. And then we're gonna go Iono. Memory Skip might actually be better. It won't save me from losing a prize card. I think, well, getting a prize card is also quite important at this stage. Jeez. All right, let's grab the mana fee. Let's start with discarding that. So the question is, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a KO. Oh, no, not you. Oh my gosh, that would have been a costly mistake. I do have the 5 energies. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Cresselia. I'm not happy about it though, but I'm gonna go Cresselia. And just hope they don't have boss KO on the Gardevoir EX. If they do, it's gonna get really dicey really quickly. All right, 1 on you. And then 1 on you. And 1 on you, which is the one I want to evolve to attack with next turn, most likely. All right, so there's 4. I get to knock out. Memory Skip could have been so good too, though. But it is what it is. Like, Memory Skip probably saves my Gardevoir, guaranteed. But it is what it is, yeah. I also need to keep up with the aggression. And draw more cards, right? Like, find more cards is also important. Yeah, if they go after this Gardevoir, I am happy with that. And more cards, you know, I really need more, want more cards. Ooh, that's huge. I mean, I would have been 1 energy off anyways. Which is crazy to think about, but it is what it is. All right. Moonglow Reverse. Knock out the Charmander. Oh, I didn't even realize it had... I just assumed they had the 70 HP. I didn't even pay attention to that. Are they only playing 60 HPs? Well, they're playing at least... Yeah, they probably are only playing 60 HPs. Okay. Which, just like I did. Yeah, so no argument there. Arven. All right. That's really good. That means no boss. That means no boss. Oh, my Artisan is going to help them. And they got the Vengeful Punch again. Oh my god. No way. That second Vengeful Punch is... I mean, it's super good, obviously, against Gardevoir. Super good. Oh boy. Okay, just took the knockout. All right. Maybe I want to go... Oh, it's their own Artisan. It's not mine. For a second, I thought it was mine. Okay. So, Lost Vacuum is a card I want, right? However, in case I don't get it, Boss KO the Arceus V-Star is also acceptable, right? That is also pretty acceptable. So yeah, there's nothing left. The Lost Vacuum is in there. There are 2 Psychics, so yeah. All right. Boss KO Arceus is also acceptable. All right, so we're gonna draw as many cards as we can. There's the boss. All right. A play I could make as well is KO the Charizard and get return KO'd, of course. However, I collapse Stadium away my Gardevoir, and then they cannot get 2 prizes that way. So if I fail to get the Lost Vacuum here, okay, I think that's a better plan. Just knock out the Charizard, get myself knocked out, and I am cool with that. I think that's the plan. Yeah, they're ahead in prizes. Very bare bones, though. Very, very bare bones. That tool is brutal. All right, so doing things in the right order. And then 5 energies. Dang, if I had hit 1 energy too. Maybe I could still try. There's 2 energies left, I'm pretty sure. In the deck. Yeah, there's 2. But then... Okay, if I evolve and then I collapse Stadium away, we're gonna have 6 plus... It's not enough to KO the Arceus. But if they take a KO on the Kirlia, then my reversal will be active. So actually I can afford it. I can afford both. Is it enough? It might be. I'm not sure. Okay, I did not get it. That's okay. All right. Oh, it probably didn't matter. It's okay. Or it might be okay. I'm not sure. I'm getting a little convoluted here. But I also could have gotten the thing, right? I guess I can still... There's 11 cards. I can still try to find... Gosh, I wish I had benched Mew the previous turn. Yeah, if I'd hit the energy, then I wouldn't have needed that extra energy, and then they wouldn't have KO here. Okay, I feel like I should try to Iono. After I collapse Stadium, away my Gardevoir. Well, they didn't Iono themselves. All right. I'm gonna do this. And the Sashin. Yeah, both of these. All right. And then... I mean, why wouldn't I Iono here? Well, I don't know what they have. They did go for Pidgey, and they did get a prize card. I'm gonna Iono. Not super sure about that, but I'm just gonna do it. Oh, there we go. Right, is that good though? Because, okay, let me think about it. If I remove that and then take the KO, right? And then they go, I'll be at 2 prizes, and they go boss KO Kirlia, I actually want them to get a KO. I actually want them to get this KO. I think. I do, don't I? Yeah. I think I do. I'm not entirely sure. But I have game in hand. As long as I get... Oh, wow, actually... Well, I get some energies here. There we go. Yeah, either or works. I want them to be at 1 prize card this upcoming turn. I actually want that to happen. Oh, I can't get a KO on Charizard, though. Sure, the Mew. All right, we'll see. Convoluted game for sure. Convoluted as heck. But interesting nonetheless. Usually you don't get these sort of like super interesting games. All right, Ultra Ball for Pidgeot. No, just a Charmander. Okay, that's good. Bench Charmander, Rare Candy Pidgeot. Research. All right, so that is game, right? I have Gardevoir, I have Reversal. Is there a universe where they choose not to attack? That would be really weird. I wouldn't fault them for it, to not activate Reversal, but they've committed to a research. I feel like you put yourself at one turn away, right? But we'll see. This was a super interesting game for sure. Even a path, yeah. This is really cool. This is generally really cool. Choosing to get your Pokemon KO'd. Oh my gosh! Don't play a third of the. Well, it's okay. If they play path, I have the counter. If they play, path, I have the counter. If they play, wait, no way. They're actually going to not attack? Why wouldn't you promote the Pidgeot? Oh, okay. That's fine. Really cool game. Yeah, really cool game. Choosing to let my Pokemon get KO'd to make sure that my reversal energy is activated because I prize so many energies. Yeah, so it's very convoluted. Yeah, very, very convoluted. But yeah, these unorthodox plays can sometimes get you there. Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty sure I have it, right? 6 plus reversal, they're ahead. So I'm just gonna do it. No point in wasting my opponent's time. All right. Barry Burbones. If my opponent had boss... Wait, if my opponent had boss KO on the... Did I do this all wrong? I did, didn't I? If my opponent had boss KO on the Kirlia, that was it. Yeah, what was I thinking? If my opponent had boss KO on the Kirlia, oh my gosh. I'm just realizing that now. If my opponent just had boss KO on the Kirlia, that was it. That was the game over. Because I didn't let my Gardevoir survive. So if I found the Lost Vacuum, getting rid of the Gardevoir EX was a mistake. Weird. But I should have played the Lost Vacuum most likely. Very weird ending. I'm just now realizing. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Very cool game. Definitely a lot to analyze. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments about all the different plays that I could have made. I'm just not realizing. I left myself super vulnerable. Yeah, that was probably not the way to do it. But I didn't have both cards, right? So I had to play to the boss because I had already committed to the thing. The Collapse Stadium. Because like if I don't play the Collapse Stadium and I don't hit the Lost Vacuum, then I still lose to a boss on my Gardevoir EX. Maybe not quite, because they needed Rare Candy Charge. Oh my gosh, I think I did that all wrong. And I actually gave my opponent a big shot at winning. Yeah, I'm going to look back into it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to go back and review the game. Yeah, leave your comments down below.